Hi everyone, Kim here with Card Creations by Kim.blogspot.com. And the other day when I was in Michael's buying the goodies for my giveaway, I saw these sitting on the clearance stuff and I thought, those are so cute. And so I brought them home and I was taking a look at them and I thought, you know what, I'm going to try to put that on a card. So here's what I came up with. I really like these flowers, and I know they sell them like in a 2-pack, but they're quite expensive. So I went ahead and bought the whole thing, and I did some dissecting. So let's get started on the card. The things that I used on the card are the Recollections twine. I am a member of the Avocado Arts Stamp of the Month Club. Love their stamps. It's avocadoarts.com. And I'm using some pop dots and pre-scored Recollections card base at 4 by 5.5. So, even though these cards are pre-scored, I've mentioned this in my other video, excuse me, my other videos, I always make sure that they're even, you know, on the side here to make sure that they don't end up being crooked here. Alright, so let's go ahead and put our red piece down. And I got the polka dot paper in a paper stack from Michael's. And I cut the bottom one at 3 inches by 4. Before I press it down, I want to make sure I've got that on evenly, although I can trim it. I can see it sticking out a little bit here, so I'm going to trim it up. Looks okay there. And then this one as well, I'm going to put a piece of white ribbon around them. It's just a little bit too long. Alright, so let's put our ribbon on first. I do want to make sure before I put my ribbon over it, because I won't be able to trim it, that it is not too long on this side. That should be good. I can trim that after I get it adhered down. You know, this is just a white piece of ribbon that I had in my scraps. It's probably something from Michael's or Joann's. Now, it's tricky with ribbon for me because when I'm putting it on cards, when I fold it over, sometimes it pops up from the card. It doesn't lay flat. And for some reason, that's a pet peeve of mine. Let's go ahead and adhere this down. I'm running out of tape, but I think I'll make it through this card. Oops, missed. Yeah, I'm being picky. Although you're not going to really see this ribbon, I had it on a little crooked, so I'm going to tuck that in, like so. And put it on just like that. Cut that extra piece off. I bet you're thinking, hey, wait, she doesn't have any adhesive on that. You're right. But I'm looking also, no, I guess that's okay. Yeah, I got enough on there that it's going to be good. Okay, now it's time to do some dissection. So I took this flower and I cut off the back where the stem is. Right through the middle. There we go. Probably shouldn't have done that with those scissors. If you have an old pair of scissors, you want to cut the wire with those. And I literally took everything apart. This is adorable. Not sure what you could do with it, but don't like to throw anything away. Yes, I do. What am I saying? I have a lot of things I keep, but I have a lot of things that I just chuck. Alright, so that's going to be my bottom layer. Put some score tape on that. about right there. And then my top layer. Like that. Now, typically, you know, the bling would go there, but I'm going to go ahead and use this heart button I got at Joann's. And I wanted to show you a little trick that I came up with. I haven't seen us do any YouTube videos yet, but when I try to put twine through buttons, I struggle with it because it frays. So what I did here was I put a small piece of Scotch tape around it and wrapped it around so that I could put it through the button. See if I can do this again. Otherwise, I sit there and struggle with trying to get it through. And I'm just going to kind of snap it at an angle. And then I'm going to do the same side on, the same thing on the other side. And you can try to twist it a little bit. I used to do this when I was a little girl because I never tied my shoes. I was a little tomboy, and the ends of my shoestrings would fray. So my mom and I used to put Scotch tape at the end of our shoestrings. Alrighty. So I want to make sure that this is small enough that it's going to fit through the holes. And if not, I can work with it. I can cut it or pinch it or whatever works. See, right through the hole. Easier than it looks, right? Oops. My Scotch tape came off the other end of my twine. Okay, enough on there that it worked. Okay, see how that slid through? This one's just a little bit too big. I think that's why I'm struggling with it. So I'll cut it off a little. There, that should slide through easier now. I think these buttons are so cute. And then I'm just going to do a knot. And clip off the ends. And now at this point, if it frays, I'm okay with it. Put some score tape on there. And we're going to put the button right in the middle. Ta-da! Okay, so for the I love you, I used my phrases Cricut cartridge, and it's on page 44 right here. And I thought maybe like that was like a shadow, it was bigger, and then that was, you know, the smaller, but they cut out the same. So if anybody's used phrases before and knows anything about that, I'm welcomed your comments on that. But so I went ahead and used my gypsy, and I cut one out at 80, and this is the same paper as the top of the card, and then I cut the other one out at 76 using my gypsy. If you don't have a gypsy, I'm sure you can play around with it a little bit. Alrighty, I already have my stamps on this acrylic block, and I'm using Stays On Blazing Red. And I'm putting the arrows on first, because I want to put those at the very bottom. And then I'll know where to put my I love you stamp. Set that there. And I don't know if you know, but if you don't save this little plastic thing for your StazOn, your ink will dry out. Helps if it's turned the right way. I love you goes there. I absolutely love these avocado art stamps. Alright, so I'm just going to use a little bit of ATG to adhere it onto here. Trying to get it even. And then I'm going to use just a couple of pop dots to place it on the card. About right there. And you know, you can leave it blank, or you know, not print, but stamp an embellishment on, stamp on the inside. But that is the card. You know, use what you can. It ended up turning out pretty cute. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.